Hi guys, Christopher Cook, Alliance Insurance Services, coming to you today to talk a little bit about workers' compensation insurance. It seems like we get asked a lot, do I really need work comp? Very simple answer, yes. 3 reasons. It's required by law. You're responsible if somebody gets hurt. It's the right thing to do. When I say it's required by law, if you have an employee, you are legally responsible for that employee's well-being. You as their employer are responsible for their injuries and any lost wages. It's the right thing to do. It's just the right thing to do. Unfortunately, I'm going to post an article that goes along with this video blog here and talks about a young man who was killed grinding stumps for a local tree service. Unfortunately, it's going to be a big litigation issue because there's no work comp policy enforced, and that's not the way it should have been. Workers' compensation policy should have been enforced. Workers' compensation companies should be paying that claim. Oftentimes we hear that, well, I don't have 3 employees yet, or it's just 2 of us, or I'm excluding myself, or a wide variety of things. And something I want to make sure to point out to folks is legally, by statute, you are responsible for your employees. So if you're a one-man operation and you hire a part-time employee to help you out, if he or she, your employee, gets hurt, you are responsible for their medical bills and lost wages in the event that they are injured at your job site. That's an important thing that I think a lot of people miss out on. The North Carolina Rate Bureau and the North Carolina Insurance Commission both dictate that if you have 3 or more employees, you must carry a workers' compensation policy. That doesn't mean you're not responsible for the injuries when you're a smaller employer, but as with 3 or more employees, you must carry workers' compensation in our state and in almost every state. What was the other reason I gave? In North Carolina, if you are found to not be carrying coverage, the fine is $100 per day, retroactive to the last time you had coverage. And we've seen some fines well over $100,000 because people were negligent or misunderstood the law or whatever it may be. So please know that if you do have 3 or more employees, the North Carolina Industrial Commission is starting to audit payrolls and compare them to quarterly tax reports and levy fines for people who are not following the law. Most importantly, if your employee is hurt, then the workers' compensation policy should be in place to help pay for those injuries. Otherwise, you are solely responsible whether you have the liquid cash or not. So that's a very important fact to think of.